G'day, we are back. This has been a bit of a process, but I love it. I love the way this area here turned out. Oh, and this area here and this here. Pretty much, I love all of it. A couple of bits and pieces I'm not too keen on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just paint some UV resin on the tops of these waves just to highlight them a little bit. So I've got a little bit of UV resin in there. I want it quite thick if possible. See, when you mix, or when I mix, I suppose it depends on the actual UV resin as well. It will clump up. Your pigment will clump up at it, and it'll look like it needs more liquid in there. But persist with it, because a good pigment will soak up that. See, and I could even add some more of the white in there to make it thicker if I wanted to. Oops, sorry, I should show you. So that's the consistency I got. You know, it's quite loose and stretchy. And if I wanted that a little bit thicker, I could actually add some more of the pigment. This is the satin white. All of the pigments and pastes that I use obviously are Le'Rez. And that is a nice thicker paste now. Okay, so we're gonna use my little silicone tool. I like this one because it's nice and bendy. And I'm just gonna go and just add some highlights to my waves here. And I do have some of that sun catcher, so I've got to be careful not to sort of touch them. But see how that sort of lifts it straight away. And then we're gonna use our, I can always go and finish off the highlights. The oh, that's so nice. Just adds another dimension to it, I think. Some down here. So we are painting with resin. How exciting is that? You get your sort of hands involved and your brain, and obviously you involve all of those when you're pouring, but you sort of try to control things better this way. Every now and then I have to sort of lean to one side so I can have a better look. Sometimes you can't see, so that's better. Now if I painted this wave with the angel white, I wouldn't have to do this now, because it would be already a pretty good bright white, if that makes any sense. But because I used this satin white, and I had to go around and highlight this. And outside there's no sun, it's quite a kind of a glum day, but I can still go out. There's still UV light out there, so I can easily, you know, seal these. This is a UV resin. So that looks a bit better. So you're looking from up there, and you've got a better kind of view than me, because I'm doing it sideways. And if I stand up, you'll probably get my reflection of my head or face in there. And I want you to see I'm kind of, every now and then I look up there to see how it looks. You don't need a lot. I've got better control. It's all about finding your best way. of doing things. And I'm going to pick it up again and do it, use the same sort of scooper, because for me it's easier this way, and I might cover that with something just to protect it from the light, and I don't get it to solidify on me. And you notice that I'm working from left to right and the top first, and that is, of course, because I don't want to get my hand to pick up these pigments and pull them. I'll keep doing this now, and I'll probably speed this bit up. I missed some spots, so I came back to do this one. I use an interesting technique, as you can see, with the brush. I just sort of twist it as I go, so I get those nice waves. It's uneven. Some get more, some less. It's all part of fun, as they say. Now you could use a regular brush for this too, you know, but you probably wouldn't be able to use it again. It's just really hard to clean brushes after using resin, whether it's UV resin or epoxy resin. And if you have shaky hands, it works even better. Just goes where everybody wants to go. But it is perfect because, you know, you're not working from your ego, you're working from your intuitive side. Wow, you can really see that's a lot happening in there now. Okay, and we've got to do a little bit more, and then we're going to get, I'm going to have to mix up some more of that yellow. I just add it to my waves because that is like a sunset scene here. So we have to add some highlights as well. Of the actual sun. Don't want to do too much down here, I already got lots. Oops, come down here. Okay, that's that. Now let me just mix up some. Okay, so we are going to use this one because I've got to use a couple of colors. So I'm going to have just a little bit there. I don't need a lot, even that's too much. So I'm going to mix up some yellow ochre with the white. So I'm going to put some white in there. Put it on that pile there, and a little wee bit of the yellow ochre, not too much because I don't want it to be too yellow. Yep, that's nice. Just for some of that beautiful sun reflection. That's nice. Good color. I could even go a little bit lighter, but I don't think it, well, maybe a bit lighter. That's enough for that one. And tiny little bit of this Fandango. Oh, that's pretty. This Fandango and that yellow ochre made a really nice color. But I will add a little bit. Maybe I don't even need that much, but just got a little dip in there. There we go. Then I'm going to use my brush, but I will go get the, oh, that's beautiful. I don't need a lot, like I said, but I do need my proper brush. Oi, come on. I need to trim my nails again. I keep catching things. Okay, so let us go with, so I haven't sealed that yet. I figured maybe if I mix some with the actual white, it won't be a bad thing. I don't need that much. I just need a little bit. Just needs to have like little here and there, you know, just so that you can see that there's that actually the alcohol in that wipe is helping this spread. So I've got a nice, I might actually squirt some alcohol in there, help dilute it a bit. Oh, look at that, nice. Not too much, I tend to go overboard because I love colour. There's not a lot of that on this side here, but there's a lot more here definitely. See, I've got that cloud. Little touches here and there. Definitely helps with the that little tiny little bit of alcohol, because it just waters it down and makes it easier to control, you know. Probably take a bit longer to set because of the alcohol. I've got to take all of that into consideration. And I said probably, it's just because I don't know, but I am assuming, and I think I am right. See what I mean? I get a little bit carried away with this. Oh, this one here needs to have lots of that pink, because it's like shallow. Splash of pink. I think we're good with the pink. Used it all up. Now we're going to go some more of this, and I do want to water it down a bit because I think it's a bit too, yeah. And it's a bit too bright. Okay, I need to water this one down, make it lighter. And that's better. Okay, let's take it out. Okay, so she's all set, and it took about, even in the overcast, about as long as it took me to pick my chilies off the chili plant. It's all set up, and I'm just going to leave it. It's just going to keep curing. I really like that, just as it is. I suppose I could put just a couple of, there's my chilies. I could put a couple of shells down here, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to leave it like this, I think. I quite like it. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Okay, that's it from me for now. Thank you very much. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, let me know why. And let me know what you think anyway. Bye for now.